everybody, it's our liquid layers experiment. So I have gathered all of my materials and they are all right here. And I'm using a clear mason jar instead of a clear cup because that's all I had around the house. So as long as you something you can see through, because everything's going to get layered up. And notice that each thing has a number by it because this is the order we're going to be pouring it in. We are going to be using our sight and smell to record each liquid, and that's on the back side, so I'll show you that in a second. And it does say it's very important that we want to pour the liquids in order, and we want to pour them in the center of the cup so it doesn't coat your sides and mess anything up. It does have an extension, so you can get some objects like pennies, a paper clip, things like that, and kind of see what layer it would rest in. So if we turn to the back side, it wants us to observe using your sense and sight and smell and complete this. So I'm not going to do that, so I want you to pause the video. And for each object, so your first one's honey. What color is it? Can you see through it? This is where you want to pour it in your cup, your one clear cup, so you can observe it. Anything you can see about it. How does it smell? Give me some words. Even stick your finger in it. Is it thin? Was it easy to pour? Was it medium thick, or was it very thick that you have to use a spoon to get it out? You're going to do this for each one. So just read your directions here. Read what it's wanting you to fill out. And then just tell me what you know. And you're going to do that for each one. So go ahead and pause the video and do that. All right, and then when you're ready, you're going to pour each one in order. So you're going to pour your honey first into your big clear cup where you're going to mix everything, or layer it, I should say. And then you will do your dish soap, your water with food coloring, and then your vegetable oil last. And then you're going to tell me what you are observing, what are some things you know about it, and just answering these questions. So let me prop my phone up here and we'll get started. All right, I think you can see that pretty good. Let me move everything out the way here. All right, we're gonna get started with our honey. That was the first thing to observe, and yours should already be in a cup. I'm just gonna be pouring mine in. So it's pretty like medium thick here. Can definitely, I would say medium thick, which I'm not touching it. I don't want to get sticky tonight. So pour a pretty good amount of honey in here. So you can see that bottom layer is pretty good. We can see that very well. Okay, our next thing is our dish soap. So again, we want to pour it in the middle. And it should layer. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's so cool. Do y'all see how it's sitting on top of it? All right, we got water with food coloring is next. Get my food coloring in here. I think I'm just going to put maybe 3 or 4 drops of food coloring. Be careful, this will stain your clothes. So be very careful when mixing it. So here's my red food coloring. Pour that in the middle and see what happens. Where did it go? All right, do you see the layers? I'll put some white paper behind it. Maybe you can see it a little bit easier. And then our last is our vegetable oil. So I do suggest, since I'm doing this now, I would probably use a smaller cup just so you can see everything a little bit better. And let me see if I can find just a white sheet of paper. Choose your area sheet. Can you see the layers? I'm sure if you're doing this at home, you can see it a lot better. But everything did layer. So I think that's really cool. It's your liquid layers. So it's talking about the different densities of your liquids. It says the densest liquids on the bottom and the least dense liquids on top. So I'm not going to show you what happens when you drop a penny or anything, and I want you to do that just to see. But very cool, right? All right, guys, that was your liquid experiment. I hope you had fun with it. Bye.